Hi everyone, today we're doing a quick craft and I'll be showing you how to make these really simple draped clay ghosts. I can't be the only one who's seen the videos of these quick to make cute ghosts on my newsfeed. These ghosts were really straightforward to make. I just grabbed some air dry clay that I had left over from my mimic box and rolled it as thin as I could. I wanted to experiment with a circle and a square, as I've seen both used in the videos that have popped up, so I used a roll of tape to make a rough circle and freehanded a squarish shape. As the ghost needs some kind of support, I ball up some kitchen foil and then drape the clay over. I realised what I thought was thinly rolled clay was not so thin, so I roll it out some more, trying to make it thin but keep the rough circle and square shapes. I recommend getting the clay as thin as you possibly can. I'm glad that I finally have a rolling pin to use for my crafts, but a pasta roller would probably have still given better results. Once my clay has been thinned down even more, I drape it over the foil balls and try to even out the excess clay so the ghost has even folds all around it. I think the circle works a bit better for this, but the square does mean that the flowing bits have different lengths and it does add a bit of variety. So in the past I have done a ceramics workshop and we made pinch pots, which I think could be useful for these sort of crafts. If you have any other techniques that you've used to make similar, please let me know in the comments below. Honestly, either of these shapes work perfectly fine, and then I carve little ghosty faces into them. I could have probably made them look a bit cuter, but this is a quick craft and I'm clearly just demonstrating that anyone can get some decent results with no skill or artistic talent. I remembered that I also had a little bit of glow-in-the-dark polymer clay left over from my mimic box, and what better use for glow-in-the-dark clay than a spooky ghost. The polymer clay was harder to roll out as it was really crumbly, but with a bit of force it did flatten out, and I tried to pre-carve the face before draping it over a foil ball this time. If you have any hints or tips how to get the clay even thinner, please let me know in the comments below. The polymer clay went into the oven and the air dry clay was left to air dry overnight, and here are the end results. Now they're not the fanciest ghosts, but this craft is simple and will probably be a great craft project for kids or to just use up leftover clay. I tried to make mine big enough to fit a tea light under and thought they would make cute Halloween decorations. However, even with the clay as thin as I could get it, an electric tea light would not shine through. I even tried it with my phone torch, as you can see here, and really only the face lights up. The glow-in-the-dark clay is really good and glows pretty bright though. Now if you want to get a bit more out of this project, you could paint them to make them even more unique, but I left mine as is as the white clay seemed pretty appropriate. I do think there might be better ways to make these little ghosts with clay, so I'm going to experiment with a few different ways, but honestly you can't really get much more simple than this, and it still gets some cute results. I hope you enjoyed this quick craft. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, and stick around to see my future projects. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.